Good morning. If you guys are watching this back, make sure to leave a like. I need to check and see if I have enough storage. Of course. Not opening up. Not opening up my files. So, plan for today, as most streams from here on out, recording some content. Gonna be recording for a video today. Once we get that win, I'm gonna do a little bit of a breakdown on it. Potentially, possibly. Pull this up real quick. Okay. Do I have enough recording space? Bro, I really need to clear out my drives. This is like a constant battle every day of do I have enough? I think I'm just gonna delete some of the old streams. Even though it pains me to do it. Alright. We are good. What up, Mr. Cape? Clutch? Gamer Guy? Doom? Jaden? Luke? Doom Catcher. Speaking of Doom. Any Marvel fans in here? I need a good Marvel movie in my life, man. I'm excited for Thunderbolts. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but if you guys don't know, I'm a gigantic Marvel fan. Just movies. I'm not a comic guy. I don't have time for that. But love the Marvel movies. What up, Mario? Abihud? Bob? Let's go, boys. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like. Today we're recording content. Trying to get a nice little solid win for a video. And we'll, as soon as we get that, we'll break it down. And then probably gonna hop off. What have you guys been thinking about the content recently? I put up that poll in the Discord. Just trying to gauge the interest in whether or not I should spend my time doing the breakdowns. Or if I should just do live commentary. Because the breakdown adds like an extra, let's say 2 hours of work to uploading that sort of video. And I just don't know if it's worth the investment. You know what I'm saying? Or if I should just upload the gameplays. I want to buy the coaching, but I play 2 to 3 days a week, 3.6 KD player. Can you get me to a higher KD? I mean, we had 2 guys in there yesterday that were in the 2s. So we had our first group coaching call yesterday. By the way, I don't know why we're not able to find a game. I'm gonna turn off the goal or change the goals. Let me come back to your question in a second. Record in or video. Good vibes. That'll be today. Recording win for good video. Good vibes. So we had our first group coaching call yesterday. Not everybody was able to show up, but we had 2 guys in there that were 2-point-something KDs. And we talked about some of the stuff that I've been learning about Verdansk. Some like practical stuff that I think you could learn or like pick up on. And then we kind of just went over a game, answered some Q&A. So I think yes, the answer to that question is yes. I could help you improve your KD, but I don't think measuring that based on your KD is necessarily the best marker, because like there's lobby manipulation. You know, a lot of these guys that say they have like 9 KDs, 7 KDs, like they're playing in 2-box lobbies. Also, they did like the stupid little participation trophy elimination and death ratio now. So the whole KD thing is like a good indicator, but not really like an exact science. Even in my bot to pro video, like it's not perfect, but yes, absolutely. Can you make shorts while breaking down 1v4s? Yes, that's something I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to solo squad on Verdansk. Solo squatting on Verdansk is just a lot, man. It really is. I'm probably going to stick to duos and trios. Because like unless you are actually manipulating your lobbies, I think playing solo squads is just like you're just asking for a headache. Trying to get into a solos game right now. What up, ADZ? What up? Good morning, Rudy. It's good. Just need to stream longer and play more with the community. Well, I gotta pay the bills, brother. People think I play video games for a living. I make videos for a living. I don't play video games for a living. I make videos for a living. So, I think a lot of people have a skewed perspective of what it is that gaming content creators do. Especially because I'm not lobby manipulating. That's something that's been on my mind a lot lately, is just like how frustrating it is, man, that some guys just hop on, throw on the 2-box, throw on the VPN, and they can get all their content for an entire week in one stream, where, like, I gotta play for 3 hours to get that one good lobby. And then people will say I'm 2-boxing and cheating and doing all that shit anyways. I don't know. I'm not gonna be negative. I'm not gonna be negative. What up, Roy? I tried the default weapons. What do you mean? Like the default loadouts? Why am I not getting a game? Is Solos dead? No way, right? How should I combat snipers on Verdansk? Smokes? Smokes. Vehicles. Changing positions every time you chow something. Changing positions. Good morning, drummer. I want to buy an IEM, but can you recommend one or two? I don't really have any recommendations on IEMs other than the ones I use. Mine are fairly expensive, though. Mine are the Truthier Novas. All my gear is in the links in the description. Eight hours in at work, it's rough. 8 hours? You work in the midnight shifts? You work at midnights, brother? I'm gonna reset my game, actually, and see if it'll give us some lobbies. Already warmed up. Haven't played a single game today. I might start starting the stream with BR Casual. Just one game. Or Plunder. No, not Plunder. BR Casual, because then there's a definite end to it. Got gold on the kilo. I don't have camos on any of the guns, bro. Why is it not loading? What is going on? Is Battle.net down again? It says I'm still playing. I'm worried that if I reset my PC that it's gonna do that thing where I can't see my screen. I just want to play some COD, bro. I just want to play some COD. All right, screw it. Let's reset. I'm in UK. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Hey man, at least your day's almost over. I'm literally just getting my day started. I look forward to work though, most days. Not everybody gets to say that. Very blessed. Very blessed, but also very stressed. Being a content creator is not easy, chat. No matter what anybody says, I'm not gonna sit here and get into the 9-to-5 stuff, but being a content creator, you're always on. You never get to turn off. You never get to clock out. I have a really hard time, like, resting, because I could always be doing more, which is not good for my personality, because I just like to go. So again, if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure to leave a like. Today, trying to get a win for a video. We'll be getting a win for a video. Not trying to. Use your kilo class and your tips how to get better. And yesterday I got 5 wins back to back. 5 wins back to back. That's crazy, bro. Better not be no BR casual gamer guy. Plonker. What is a plonker? I hope I didn't just say a slur. What's a plonker, Ray? I like that word. I hope that's not. I don't know slang, so like, don't sue me. But good morning, sus. All right, let's try solos again. Until he has to carry the mods. That I don't mind. We had some help the other day. Who was it? Kebab? Yeah, Kebab was a good player. It's always nice. It's always nice when I see like when people hop in the community games. Like usually people are average. Like right, just average is average. The average person is gonna be average, right? That's what average means. But every once in a while, I get somebody in there and I'm like, I can tell you play this game a lot, bro. And it makes me happy. Kebab was trying to give me credit for him being good. I was like, bro, don't do that. Like, yes, I can equip you guys with knowledge and lead you guys in the right direction and maybe help you get better quicker. But like at the end of the day, you still got to put in the work. Like just watching my videos is not going to make you a better player. The only video I will say that will instantly make you a better player is whenever I talk about aim assist. If you take away anything I say about aim assist, I promise you it will make you a better player. Because aim assist it literally just aims for you if you know what you're doing. I'll get you caught up. Dude, that would make me really sad if Verdansk is out and I can't get a game of solos. That would make me sad. We might have to play some duos. Call an audible. Should I switch to claw? That's a personal preference, right? And that kind of depends on what kind of controller you have. If you're comfortable playing claw. I don't think you should play claw just because other people play claw. There's got to be a reason for it, right? Don't be a follower. Don't do something just because I do it or just because somebody else does it. By the way, I don't play claw. I think if you have a paddle or a controller with paddles, you don't really need to do that. Although I will say I do find myself using my left pointer finger to hit my D-pad sometimes on this controller. Like just naturally, which is interesting. I've always heard that some of the guys that originally started playing claw, like way back in the day, they just picked up a controller and held it that way. I'm like, that's psychotic. I never understood that, but then past couple days, I've noticed myself literally using my pointer finger over the top of the controller. So if any of you guys don't know what claw is, look at the hand cam. This is claw. So like, rather than people having paddles, that would actually be kind of a cheat code on this controller. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I can specifically bind all of these buttons. Like, I could custom bind these buttons to do whatever I want. Like, I could literally make this button shoot if I want to. Because the way this is a PC controller, you can like add custom binds. That would actually be kind of busted. But it would be a little overkill. I got paddles here. And then I got 4 paddles on the back as well. So, and then all these buttons here. So it really wouldn't be worth. But that would kind of be nuts. I don't know if I wouldn't be able to aim properly, I don't think. Half the YY TikTok play casual to farm bots. Think so? You know, I've been seeing that as a I've been seeing that comment in a lot of comments. Like even on some of my videos, right away, people were like, he's playing BR casual. Like, bro, no, I'm not. I'm not playing BR casual. And this is what sucks, man, is like, and I don't want to go on a rant, but like the whole COD community manipulates their lobbies, and it has turned the COD audience, some of the COD audience, a portion of them, against people, like against content creators. Like someone like me that's doing it the honest way, that's not manipulating their lobbies, that's not playing in BR casual, that's not using a Cronus, that's not on Adderall. Like, it doesn't matter if I do it the right way, because they're just gonna say that I'm doing it anyways. It's like, it's literally like steroids, man. It's the exact same thing as steroids in the COD community. All these kids just want to take the easy way out, and they make it hard on all the people that aren't doing that. Like, Chat, literally, you guys watched the Bot to Pro 2 video with Aaron, right? Like, I coached my friend who had never played a single game of Warzone. That was not a lie. That was not a stretch of the truth. He has never played Warzone. In 30 days, I trained him to be a pretty decent player, right? Like, better than the average. Dropped 18 kill PR, whatever. People in my comments were calling him a cheater. Like, how... I'm sorry, but how stupid do you have to be to believe that Aaron is cheating? Like, Aaron is not, bro. Even Aaron was like, bro, if you think I'm cheating, you are an idiot. And it's just, it blows my mind, man. How people just like, they just constantly move the bar. They constantly move the bar. No matter what you do, no matter how you kill the excuses, they just constantly move the bar. It's a losing mindset, to be honest with you. And it makes me sad because, like, I don't even really care if people think I'm cheating. It just makes me sad for them because they're going to go through the rest of their life with that exact same mentality. Like, they're just going to continually make excuses for why other people are doing better than them. My game just crashed. I finally get into a game, and the game crashed. I am sad. Or I got banned. They'll say I got banned. Cheating. They'll just hate watching. Y'all should go look at my Facebook comments or my Instagram comments. Let's go, Ro. Keyboard, mouse, or controller? Controller. Keyboard, mouse is more fun, but controller's more consistent. For COD. Like, does there need to be a cameraman that shows my whole setup just so some... Yeah, literally. Even if I had 12 cameras and I paid a third party to come watch me play video games, people would still say, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to hear logic. Like, they're conspiracy theorists. They want to see and hear and think things that affirm why they aren't as good at the game as someone else that they're watching. That's what they want to do. Sorry. I keep coming back to this. It's just been top of mind recently. It's been top of mind recently. And I'm just going to keep it a buck with you guys. I've been struggling a little bit. Just with, like, not the direction of the channel, but... Like, this year I'm really trying to double down on the business side of things. Like, I know, like, I have spent the last 2 or 3 years just, like, no-lifing learning about content. And I genuinely believe that I am one of the more talented COD creators, just in terms of, like, content quality, right? But on the business side of things, I haven't focused as much on that, and the business has suffered because of that. And so I've been trying to think of a way to, like, blend those two things. Because, like, I'm 27 years old. I'm getting married next year. I'm trying to get a house. Like, I don't know. Like, I might be able to do this for a living. Like, I can pay my bills and stuff. But, like, at a certain point, I gotta be able to start putting money in the bank, saving, get a house, all that kind of stuff. And so I've been thinking a lot about the business recently. And the way that, you know, kind of changes content a little bit. I've always been a content quality purist. I've always been just obsessed. Like, I genuinely don't care about money. I'm not a person that cares about money. But I do care about, you know, providing for my family. I want to, you know, be a great provider and protector for my future family. And so that's things that I have to think about. It's not necessarily like I care about money. But I've always been a content purist. Like, I just want to make the best, most crazy videos. Like the Bot to Pro videos, you got to think how much time I invested into that Bot to Pro video. I'll just, since I'm yapping, I'll just give you guys full disclosure. The first Bot to Pro video made me $2,500. This video on pace to maybe do something similar, but you might be like, oh, that's a lot of money. And it is. Like, that's really fucking cool. I get to make money off of playing video games and making videos. But I've been working on that video literally since November, right? I started recording it in January. Spent an hour on my time. I spent like 2.5 hours every single day doing that recording, processing the information, documenting the whole thing, keeping track of all the stats. That was like 2.5 hours every day in January, and then it went into the middle of February. And then from the middle of February up until 2 weeks ago, I was editing that video. And so that's literally like 4 months of my life that went into a video for, you know, like if you break that down, think about 4 months, $2,500 divided by 4 months. Why is my game freaking out, bro? This is driving me nuts. I literally can't even play the game right now. My computer password is 1234. No, it's not. If I was a creator, I would find it annoying as fuck. You don't, oh, you're talking about the cheating thing. Sorry, boys. I know I'm just yapping, and I probably shouldn't tell you all that stuff. Like it might sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm very blessed to be in this position, but at the same time, worked very hard to be in this position. Like genuinely, I think the average person has no clue the amount of skill and discipline it takes to be a successful content creator. Like people can call themselves content creators, but like there's this statistic that I always come back to. It's like millions of people try to start streaming every year, and literally less than half of a single % of streamers make enough money to pay their bills. Think about that. I don't consider myself a streamer, so I'm not even putting myself in that category. Let me find a game, please. I know I've just been yapping, but that's literally, I can't get a game right now, so it's kind of my job to yap, you know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Today, Sus will use this account. Why are you using a different account today, Sus? Enough about me, chat. How are we enjoying Verdansk? Ooh, that's kind of a cool... I lied. That's not a cool skin. I think these skins are kind of getting out of control, bro. Like, look at this. We got furry skins here. A shark. Fucking cartoony Tron. Uwu e-girl. A lizard. A turtle. Like, bro. I get it, they're making money. Whatever. Also, they're reselling it. Like, we've already had a very similar skin to this. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the skins much. I just wish they'd give us creator codes. Who would use code Berger? Loving it. Love Verdansk. I've already seen some people go back to Rebirth. I have premium on this one. Interesting. Yeah, no problem, Aim. In the German-speaking space. See, that would be even harder. That would be even harder because, you know what I mean? Like, English is one of the most spoken languages in the world. I'm not saying it's the most, but, like, German is definitely not. You know what I'm saying? And so that segments your audience quite a bit. I know YouTube is coming out with a feature sometime this year, though, to, like, auto-dub. Like, I was literally told by YouTube in one of our YouTube meetings to not put too much captions on... I shouldn't say I was. My manager at the time was. Not me. Sorry. I don't want to make myself sound cooler. That's not what I'm trying to do. But a lot of like managers and team owners and stuff, they get regular meetings with like some of these platforms, and we were told that YouTube's trying to come out with an auto dubbing feature, and that we shouldn't add as many captions onto our videos because that'll look weird if I'm speaking, you know, X language and then the captions are in English. You live on Twitch? No. Nope. Love videos. Help me improve a lot these days. Question, why YouTube and not Twitch? I just think YouTube's better for me. I always kind of, I struggled a little bit on Twitch. Like, I don't know. I just think YouTube is a better audience for me. That may change in the future, but all my content is here. I think it's really cool that I can upload all my great content, and then the content will promote the stream for me, right? Like I can literally go live, and just because I have regular traffic to my channel from my videos, people find the streams. Like don't tell me, I would say, let's say 80% of the people that are in here probably found one of my streams on YouTube because they watched one of my YouTube videos, right? Whereas on Twitch, it's like, you literally have to tell them, go follow me on Twitch from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that. So, bro, what is going on with my game? I don't know what's going on with my game, chat. I haven't touched my PC since Community Day, so that's not true. That's actually not true. I did play yesterday by myself, off stream, and it was fine. Try solo squads on Warzone Casual. That actually kind of does sound fun. Solo squads on Warzone Casual, bro. I'll drop like 90. Thank you so much for your video on Fighting Outnumbered. I started winning games now, honestly enjoying the game. Let's go, Penguin. Let's go, man. Third time's the charm, right? Right, boys? Third time is the charm. I'm a 10 kill guy on regular Warzone. On casual, been dropping 30s. Oh, God. That's another thing. Somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said it in the chat on Saturday, or somebody that I played with on Saturday said that PUBG, it's either PUBG or Apex has a casual mode, but they only allow you to play it for 3 matches a day, which I think is a good idea. Like, I definitely think Warzone should limit how many times you can play casual, because not only do we have a split audience between Rebirth and Verdansk, we're now going to have a split audience between Rebirth, Verdansk, BR, and BR Casual. Because, like, there's going to be so many people that just don't want to, like, play in normal. I don't know. A little conflicted on that, but... What up, Night Owl? Sorry about Nightbot. He doesn't like long messages like that. Oh, so it's PUBG. Okay. I wonder if they're monitoring the feedback or the data, and maybe they will do that. We'll see. What up, Felipe? But yeah, back to the YouTube versus Twitch thing. I just think that YouTube long-term is a better spot for me to be. I'm really trying to think very long-term about this. Like, I want to be doing this in 10 years. You know what I mean? So, I don't ever see a world where I won't make content. And I want to build a very tight-knit, thriving community. I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. But I want to build a tight-knit community of people that can grow with me over time. And I think YouTube's a better spot for that than Twitch. Because, like, YouTube has... I can make short form. I can make long form. I can do live. There's, like, YouTube is just genuinely the best social media platform. It does everything well. And it does long form better than TikTok does. It honestly does live streaming just from, like, a quality perspective better than Twitch. Twitch has an ingrown built community. Like, that is one thing I will say is YouTube doesn't have it's much easier to make money on Twitch. Let me say that from a streaming perspective. Like, YouTube doesn't really have a culture of community. And I'm talking specifically about live streaming. YouTube live streaming doesn't really have like a culture or a community that Twitch does, if that makes sense. Like, Twitch, people understand like Twitch culture to support your streamer. If you want them to keep streaming, you subscribe. Like, whereas on YouTube, it's like the membership isn't like, not a lot of people know about the YouTube memberships. It's the conversion rates on those are a lot slower. But the cool thing about YouTube memberships is like I can offer more content to you if you're a member. I haven't been able to get to that point because it's just like a lot of work to do the content I'm already doing. But I don't know. I just like YouTube better. That's really what it comes down to. I just think long term YouTube will be better for me and my goals than Twitch will be. Could that change? Maybe. Like, I was a partnered streamer on Twitch, averaged, 100 viewers for extended periods. But we've been averaging, like, I've been peaking at 100, 115 at almost every single stream. The average has been somewhere like in the 60s or 80s, but like that's still. If I was just streaming on Twitch, I would have 0 viewers. That's the thing about Twitch is like, you literally have to make content and push people from other platforms to Twitch for Twitch. That's another thing is like, I kind of got jaded by the fact that I was growing Twitch's platform for them. You know what I mean? It kind of felt like a pyramid scheme where I'm doing great on TikTok. I've got hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of views. I'm pushing those people over to Twitch. Twitch isn't paying me to do that. And then half of those viewers leave me and go watch Nick Merckx. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of felt like a pyramid scheme. So we finally got into a game. Let's go, boys. All right, lock in. Lock it in. So I'm going to do a little bit of a live comm here. We're going to be talking about how to win more games of Warzone. So I'm not necessarily going to be dropping hot. I'm going to be trying to set myself up to win the game while getting kills. So the goal is like 15, 20 kills, get the win. What I like to do is land on a scav. I think landing on contracts are really, really, really important. Contracts are massive right now. Massive. And so we're going to try and hit this scav. We got people landing here with us. I might not be able to get the scav. But I know a little bit of a jump spot right here. No one's probably going to hit that with me. Got a guy landing over here. It's out here. Okay, so I'm going to try and get a gun really quick. Then maybe push over to that guy. Got a pistol. That's fantastic. What is this? XMG. I want to leave this scav here because this guy might push over. All right, now we got an SMG. Yep, here it comes. One straight ahead here. I'm kind of using the scav as bait right now. Still just chilling in there. Let's play patient. He's getting shot at by this other guy. One of them's gonna get a knock and push. Well, I think he went to yellow. This guy's still just chilling in here. All right, I'm being impatient. I'm going. Is he down low? I'm trying to hit a different angle here. Got really weird lag right there, bro. What the fuck was that? When I tried shooting that guy by the window, I got, like, I don't even know what that was. It literally felt like my game dropped down to 10 FPS. Alright, so I got a little impatient there. It killed me. Just a question, is it better to play mouse and keyboard or controller? If you're playing COD strictly, controller. You have to promote for Twitch. YouTube comes with content. Yes. I might just reset this game, chat. I'm trying to record for videos, so. Burning my gulag this early is not what I want to do. Free goo. Alright, so I'm gonna reset. I'm a little frustrated. Those guys were fighting, like, I was trying to play smart there, trying to play a little slow, when I realistically should have just played my game and just pushed. Because, like, those two guys were fighting roofs, or fighting from second floors, and, you know, usually someone would get a knock, the other one would push. Someone's gonna, like, flinch there and get impatient. And neither of them did that. And then I got impatient and put myself in a bad spot. Also, why the frick was that guy bottom floor? You know what I mean? Why was that guy bottom floor? What up, Wes? What up, Death? Is it advisable to stream from Xbox? I don't know. I don't play Xbox. I haven't touched an Xbox in forever, so I don't really know what that looks like. I mean, one of the biggest streamers in the world, Jinxie, did it, so why not you? Thing I will say, the biggest piece of advice I will give to anybody trying to stream is make content. You are not going to be a good streamer just by streaming. You have to make videos. If you don't make videos, you will fail. That is not my opinion. That is a fact. What up, Elliot? How's my real name? Why do you keep asking me that? Why do you keep asking me that, bro? Do I need to know your real name? Do you need to know my real? You guys don't know my real name. Some of you might know my first name, but you don't know my last name. Do we know when Rebirth Ranked returns? I don't think that's ever coming back. Zero. Pretty sure they're keeping Ranked VR. Amax, probably. Elliot. The Amax is really good. I like the Grau too. I think the ability to have a suppressor on the Grau is really nice. But I have been losing some fights long range with the Grau. because there's enough horizontal recoil on the Grau to where, like, it's not the exact same as the old Grau, you know? I've been testing the AMAX and that thing, it scares me. Yeah. It's almost too good. The irons are really good too. The irons are better on this AMAX than the OG AMAX. AMAX or Kilo? AMAX. I don't like the Kilo. Not a fan. All right, let's try not to suck this game, huh? When are you making a new noob to pro video? I don't know if you were in here earlier, Death, but those videos take me an extremely long amount of time to make. The last one took me 4 months, so I have no plans to record another one for a little while. It's a lot for me to do, and it kind of makes me have to take time away from making normal content. So those are more passion projects. They don't really... I can't say they don't pay the bills, because they do make me a decent amount of money. But when you see that video, I hope you realize how much time goes into something like that, because that's not something I can produce on a regular basis. How long will I be streaming? Until I get my video for today. I don't know why, but I am lagging. Good old 80 ping. And I don't expect people to
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the
I don't expect people to understand why those videos take so much time, because like if you've never made a video like that, you just don't know. But just telling y'all. All right, here we go. So like I said, we're recording videos right now. Working on a video right now about how to get more wins. And so I'm not going to be sweating my ass off trying to get a bunch of kills. I mean, I am going to be pushing things, but I'm also going to try and play a little strategic here. So something I like to do is land on scavs. I'm trying to look for a good scav right now. I think I like that scav, just based on the zone. So knowing this could be hot, I'm kind of getting myself ready for the fact that this is a small building that might not have a gun. I might have to get into a pistol fight here. I'm gonna try and hit the ground as soon as I can. Listen for people landing above me. I got nothing. If someone would have landed with me there, I would have grabbed this instead before the scav.
Locations are marked on your tac map.
I don't know the bullet drop on snipers or the lead time. All right, so I just gave away my position there. We're gonna try and speed through this scav as quickly as we can, but I need to get a better gun than a Kar 98. Is this on the roof? Of course that's on the roof, bro. I gotta do frickin' jujitsu to get up here. Or parkour, sorry. All right, let's us roll. I am on UAV right now, kind of running out in the middle of the open. Not advisable, but this early in the game. Oh.
One supply box down. 2 remain.
There's a guy close here. Checking to see if that door's open. It's not. Little AMAX. Gonna yeet that over there, kind of distract him. I don't see doors open, and I didn't hear any more footsteps. So if I had to guess, that guy's in there. Just gonna keep backing up. I'm checking these doors as we go here. Oh shit. Player cover. Absolutely ripped that dude. Someone definitely could have heard that, saw that. Gonna grab this. Alright, so our last scav is across the way. Rather than just running out in the middle of the open, what I'm gonna do is parachute in the middle of the open. Equally as risky, but takes less time. So we're gonna hit high ground here. We're gonna hit a little dive shoot. Do a little running start, dive, shoot. That way I'm not just running and doesn't take as long. I just got a spring mine notification behind me. Need to plate up. The reason I like doing scavs is because you always get the satchel at the end. I think it's a really good way to start the game. Buy station has not been hit. Doesn't look like there's anybody here. We're gonna try and hit this quick. Throw this down. I have enough money for a UAV. I'm gonna try and hold it for now. If I hear somebody close, I'll pop it. Anybody could see that. Gonna try and hit this quick. And because we're right near a bounty, I'm gonna go there next. Now, hopefully the bounty doesn't pull me into downtown, because I am gonna try and get out of downtown as quickly as possible. The goal right now is just start hunting kills safely. I want to start doing contracts and hunting kills. The reason I say I want to do contracts is because that's gonna scale and compound. And by the end of the game, we'll have a lot of cash. That's why contracts are so important. People think there's a cash issue on Verdansk right now. There's not. There's a contract issue. You need to do contracts. Okay, so this guy's hospital. I could take the car, but I'm not gonna. Because this guy is probably super high ground. I think I just saw him over there, actually. I think I just heard an orange chest. I'm gonna run past it, though. Alright, so I'm kind of just paying attention to the bounty as we rotate here. I need to try and get back up here. I don't really remember this building as much. You know what actually I'm gonna do? We're gonna play zipline of the big building and try to get high ground above this guy. Running out in the middle of the open here. I have smokes if I get shot at. Doors aren't open. We're gonna try and hit the zipline here. I think zipline will give me a little bit of a better angle on this guy. Saving my UAV. Once I get to the top up here, I'm gonna visually check. I don't see him up here. We're gonna pop UAV. Alright, so I got 3 guys below me. Good thing I came up this way. My bounty's probably the guy in the middle. Oh no, it's this guy right here. So, it looks like he's in the doorway. It looks like he's in the doorway. I'm just gonna jump down on the doorway. Oh, we got one guy straight ahead here. I don't really remember what this looks like. So I know this guy's right below me down here, probably through this doorway. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a smoke. I saw this window here. It's in here to the right. Dead. Alright. So this guy's above me. Possibly gonna push down. A little bit of a pre-fire, lagging my balls off. A little bit of a pre-fire won us that fight. So now we have a bounty completed. We got 15K. There's one more guy here, but I don't have information really to push him. I think this guy that fought here was the guy that pushed across. So I'm just gonna go quickly check and see if there's a guy here. Put myself where I saw he was earlier. Again, trying to use my UAV to get more than 1 kill. I don't hear anything. Door opened this way, so he could be out here. Don't really have any other good contracts, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little recon. Again, just trying to keep my contract multipliers up. If I was going for a high kill game, I'd probably just parachute over to a buy station. Gotta be really, really careful right now because I don't have any smokes. So when I do get to a buy station, probably gonna buy munitions. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like. Let's roll here. I need to try and find some more smokes. Again, we're not going for super crazy high kill games here. We're trying to get a win. Recording for a video. Just trying to walk through my thought process here. So I am out in the middle of the open with this. This is going to tell everyone in the area where I am. So if I get shot at, my plan is going to be to run inside here. Gotta try and stay moving. The second I get shot at, I'm going to leave this. What up, Marvel? Mr. Marvel. The Loadout King himself. What are we rocking right now? Ah! Okay, so just like I said, we're gonna run here. Gonna play this the way we need to. Got a window here. He's getting shot at by somebody on the roof over here. So I'm pretty sure that guy killed the original guy that shot at me, because the original guy that shot at me kind of seemed like a bot. So we're gonna keep doing this. If he pops back up, go back in here. Free. All right, I don't need that guy's money. We already got 22K. This is why we do more contracts, right? If you guys look up underneath the minimap, we got a 90% bonus. That's why contracts are so huge. All right, let's hit the loadout. Got a guy close here. Gonna play my cover. He's sniping. Don't really have smokes to play this. I'm gonna back off. If I had smokes, I would have smoked and pushed that guy. He definitely saw me go this way. So we're gonna anticipate that. For sure grabbed his loadout, right? Because there was 2 loadouts there. So if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure I hear him close here. Damn it, man. He was literally right there. I should have trusted my ears. I should have trusted my ears. Should have trusted my ears, man. Unfortunate. Played that perfect, just didn't trust what I was hearing. Literally heard him to my left. All good. Good fight. AK-74 sniper sport with the HCR. Yeah, that AK is crazy, bro. I tried using it as a primary, but it's just a little too much for a primary. All good. We got our gulag here. Trust our ears there. Audio was good in the gulag. That guy was doing too much moving. All right. So, a little bit of a risk here, but I'm just going to try and go for the loadout. This is one of those situations where, like, if I die, I'm okay with it. Like, if I die, I die. Because I don't want to spend the next 20 minutes trying to get back into this game. I'd rather just take the risk and go now. So I'm going to drop down just a little bit more and see if this guy's probably camping this, if I had to guess. He just popped a UAV, so he's probably fighting right over there. I'm gonna hit loadout quick. We're gonna go 8 attachment AMAX. I have my smokes if I need it. My stuff's out here in the street. We're gonna play our head glitch.
Enemy UAV.
Damn it. Damn it, man. I literally called what that guy was gonna do. Literally called what that guy was gonna do, and I didn't punish it the right way. So the mistake I made there was pushing out in the open. I should have used my impact grenades. That's my fault. So next time I'll play that a little bit more patient. Sometimes it's hard to commentate what you're doing. Kind of makes me play different sometimes. Like the smart play there was for sure not push out in the open, but I cracked plates. I was like, I'm just gonna ego this. Realistically, should have thrown my impact, thrown my smoke, and pushed. What thumbstick settings do you use for Corsair? I don't touch any of the thumbstick settings in IQ. I do all my dead zones on COD. Yeah, Tori, I do have back pedals. And you guys are just stopping by, make sure you guys leave a like. We're recording videos right now. Trying to record a video right now walking through how to get more wins. Will you played PUBG before? Have I played PUBG? I have. PUBG's boring. It's too slow. The pace of Warzone right now is about as slow as I can handle. I I shouldn't say as slow as I can handle. I enjoy the pacing of current Warzone. It might be a little bit too slow. But anything slower than what we got right now, no. I'm good. Yeah, Marvel. That would be fun, bro. I'm on Tuesday through Saturday, usually 9 a.m. Saturdays are community day, so most of the time I get on a little bit later. But I'm on morning streams pretty often. Preds, Preds hit me up. Let me see if he texts me back, actually. We could possibly get a little trio going, because Preds hit me up. He didn't text me back yet. He wanted to run one game this week, or one day this week. Are you live on Twitch? No, just YouTube. I get asked that a lot. I get asked if I'm live on Twitch a lot. But then when I go live on Twitch, everybody still prefers YouTube. Yeah, I'm only usually live till about that time, Marvel. I usually go 9 to 11 just because I'm trying to record. Trying to change out my stream approach a little bit. Rather than just like gaming, I'm trying to record stuff while I'm live, which is not something I'm really used to. But I told Preds I'd stay on a little bit longer. So if we can queue that up, that'd be a really fun trio. Are you enjoying Verdansk, Marvel? Or are you back on Rebirth? I know Preds is back on Rebirth. Breaks my heart a little bit. What is your 3 dream car garage? What? My 3 dream cars? I don't really like cars that much, man. My only dream car is a 78 Bronco. For personal reasons. A 78 Bronco. Or one of the new Broncos. What's the SMG meta for you right now? C9, KSV, SOG. Trying to teach my wife to love it too. Dude, it's crazy. I played with T-Cap and Joe, and I had more fun winning our first game of Warzone than I probably have had on Rebirth combined in like the last 6 months. Straight up. Winning a game of BR is so rewarding compared to Rebirth. I don't know what I'm going to do for content though, because I'm already seeing people go back to Rebirth, which doesn't shock me, but for the type of content I make, like the solo trio, solo squads, breakdown stuff, it's gonna be a lot harder to record that on Verdansk, especially because I'm not 2-boxing or doing any of that shit. I don't know. Kind of evaluating. I uploaded some videos last week. They didn't really do that well. I know part of that I think is because people are playing the game, but videos last week didn't do that well, so I'm kind of just reevaluating a little bit. Not changing anything, just trying to figure stuff out. Will you consider competing in World Series of Warzone? No, I have no interest in competing. I'm a content creator, not a competitor. I'll play in tournaments if like for example, I think Iceman Isaac, and there's a couple people that are trying to do the Twitch rivals. Like I would compete in that as a content creator if like say a duo needed a trio that was, because a lot of times like Twitch rivals will require content creators and not pros. So I think I'm good enough as a content creator to compete, but I have no interest in like making competing a thing for me, because it's just, it takes too much time, too much sacrifice for not very much gain. Yeah, for sure, Marvel. How's your content been going? You're probably eating right now. All right, let's roll. So, like I said, I think contracts are huge. Again, chat, I'm recording, so that's part of why I'm talking about the same stuff again. I think contracts are huge. I always try to start with a scav. This is for sure going to be hot. So, I'm going to try and prioritize a gun here rather than the scav. This guy's going to come through here. Alright. So that guy's gonna leave. Got a little bit of bread right here. A little heartbeat sensor. I know there's some guys fighting at TV. Car might come back. I'm gonna try and finish up this scav as quick as I can. So I know there's 2 guys at TV. I'm gonna see if I can get an easy little third party here. Probably not because of that. That's massive. UAV, massive. Some guy just broke glass out here. So because he broke glass, I was like, oh, this guy probably just heard me slam that door. He might come face check me. This guy just heard me shoot, so I'm looking here as well. Dead. Not walls. Just very obvious player behavior. I think I hear somebody else pushing me. Possibly. Yep, got 2 guys over there. So if these guys are gonna run at me... Yep. I'm gonna third party this. No. I am lagging my balls off. Picked up 3 easy kills here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of high ground. This guy still might face check this, so I'm just gonna go high here. He might still be in this doorway. Oh, he hit a different angle. I like that, buddy. I like that. I'm gonna play this aggressive. Recon flyover. He went high ground. Actually, you know what? I am gonna back off. Dude, stop lagging. 115 ping right now. I'm gonna just try and finish this scav. We already got a couple kills. I don't want to overgreed for something. I didn't have plates. I think getting scav completed and getting loadout down is more important. So, look at me. Progress. Throw this down. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. Right now, we're walking through how to get more wins in Warzone. First step, do contracts. Contracts are king. A lot of people think there's a money problem. There's not. You just need to do more contracts. Doing contracts early is really important because it's going to scale into the late game. It's going to scale into the late game and make things a lot easier. I already have 11K. We have a 30% bonus. Next contract, I'm going to have a 60% bonus. Next contract after that, 90% bonus. And so on and so on. So the more contracts you do, the more money you're going to have in the late game. We're crossing out the middle of the opener now. Lagging my balls off. So that's going to be something that looks like we're going to have to fight this game. I don't think it's my internet. I think it's COD servers. This has not been hit. I'm going to see if these doors are open. They're not, so that tells me that hasn't been looted. Could get a self. I could spend some money here, but I think it's so early in the game where, like, I'd rather have a self late game and not spend the money on it now. I'm going to go ahead. Bro. I'm getting random spikes. It's crazy. All right, we're just going to have to make do. So from here, I need to do another contract, I think. We'll try and go do that bounty. I'm in a little bit of a hot spot, right? Like, because people land Superstore, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna start heading this way. Could be guys up here. Should have kept my heartbeat, but I don't have it. Listening to see if I hear anything. I don't. I have 1 smoke. We'll burn that smoke if I need to. I'm gonna try and use these pieces of cover as we rotate here. I'm not just gonna run down the middle of the road. Yeah, I like the contract changes too. It makes it really important to do contracts, and it makes people move around a lot more. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get just another little stack of cash. Oh, okay. Bounty got poached. A little bit unfortunate.
Supply station here.
So that tells me there's people here. I'm on UAV right now. Gonna have to be really careful. Kind of
UAV in the area.
scanning. I'm gonna buy a UAV and pop one.
Western recon.
All right, so we got 2 guys at the back of Superstore. I'm gonna try and rush that as quickly as I can. I'm also taking note. There's people over here.
Moving here.
Gonna ping that for later. ADS walk here. This guy's close, right?
Enemy UAV.
On high ground.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
He hit a nice little snipe on me. What's that guy gonna do? He's probably gonna try and reach out with his pistol or his SMG. And so I just kept pre-firing that. There shouldn't be anybody else here.
Enemy UAV is online.
Shouldn't be anybody else here. I have enough money for another UAV.
Scavenger contract here.
I think I'm gonna risk it. Try to get another UAV here. Just so I have one. I'm not gonna pop it because I already know where players are, right? Like we talked about, we saw 3 dots over here, but I was gonna push back left Superstore. And so that's something I think a lot of people need to work on. I was talking about this yesterday with the coaching students. Like using your UAV to get more than 1 kill is super important, right? Because like I didn't get 6 grand from that guy,
Supply box is located.
right? I didn't get 6 grand from that guy, so me burning the UAV just to kill him is like not worth my investment. But now that I know there's more people over by hangars, I might get an extra 1 or 2 kills after this contract.
Supply box
Something to think about.
Move to the next one.
Now, will I end up wasting my UAV here? Probably. Like the one that I just popped earlier? Probably. Because I'm going over here to do this scav, but I'm prioritizing the contract over that right now, because the contract's going to pay me more money in the late game. Even if I have to go to the goo, it's going to pay me more money. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to leave a like or record a video right now. Decent little start to this game.
One supply box
Once I finish this, we'll have completed 3 contracts already. I'm just going to pop this, make sure no one's following me. Knife out for tac sprint. We got smokes, all stocked up right now. I have 8 plates, gas mask. We're in a really good spot. And so once I finish this, I can kind of start heading over here. Because we know there's players over there. Look at that. You can get a self-res out of that.
complete.
Huge.
Supply box is secured.
Okay. I'm going to take the car. I'm going to head over to hangars. So you guys can see that next bonus is set up to 60%. We got loadout dropping. Might play around that. I only see... We got 2 loadouts dropping over here. So that means there could be somebody nearby. I'm going to go ahead and pop my UAV. 3 loadouts here. I'll throw this down because I'm going to get a free one anyways. Make sure we get our... Okay. So there are people still at hangars. This guy could be floating back in. He looks like he's probably trying to go load out. Yep. So we got 1 guy in the open here. Should be a pretty easy kill. Should be a pretty easy kill here. I'm going to seat swap. Fuck, man. This lag. This lag is insane, bro. I'm actually blaming the lag on that. Because it wouldn't let me literally wouldn't let me seat swap, and then when I did, it just like paused for a second.
Fight to win redeployment.
All good though. Made an aggressive play, got punished for it. We're gonna win our gulag here, and we'll still be fine because we've already started our contracts. I am lagging so fucking bad, it's crazy. It's literally going from like 40 to 70, from 40 to 70, and then up to like 200.
Be ready. You're next.
COD servers are bad for you too, and getting spikes all morning. Yeah, I couldn't find games earlier either. What up, Jake?
Earn redeployment or die trying.
Alright, we're just gonna play super aggressive here. This guy looks like he's going left, maybe. Listen for footsteps, I don't hear it. Throw that down, cut off that angle. Don't see anything. He might just be chilling back here. Alright. A little bit of a bot, free gulag. And so because we've already done contracts, now the next time I do a contract, like, I still have my bonus. You know what I mean? So I did lose all my stuff. I could try to go back and get my stuff, which I think I am going to do. Because I don't think that guy's going to sit out here for too long.
Cancel my last.
So I'm going to flow back over here, see what we got. If this guy is still here, I will leave. I don't see him running around anywhere. I don't see any gunfights. We're just going to try it. We're just going to try it. If I die, I die. Yup, he's still in the car. I'm going to bail. I might be dead here anyways because he's got a sniper. I can drop another loadout over here. Getting sniped at by a guy over here as well. All right, so we're just going to get loadout down. Gonna try and put it in a good spot. Come back over here for plates.
Loadout drop headed your way.
All right, so we made a good decision there. That guy was just hovering around our stuff rather than trying to go back for it. We have enough money because we did contracts. So we know there was a sniper. We know there was a sniper behind us back here. Yep, he's literally on the roof right now. That's why you don't sit out in the open. Mount up, make sure we hit high damage areas. Now he was sniping somebody this direction. Sniping somebody this direction. Heard that glass break. Look over there. Good centering. Dead. Two little bots. Last couple kills have been some bots. Take it. Okay, didn't grab the cash for some reason. All right, so now we have enough money. We're starting to get into the late game-ish. We're still in the mid game. I'm gonna make sure I have a self. I need to start thinking about the end game, but I probably still need to do a contract or two.
Got a contract here.
Oh shoot! I shouldn't have bought it. I should have bought a gas mask instead of a self. This contract would give me a free one. All right, so we're gonna head this way. There could be people rotating in on our right here because the zone is kind of squeezing everybody. So keeping that in mind right now. I'm okay to take a gunfight if I have to. We got a car. We're just gonna head down here, try to do the supply run. Wish I had a heartbeat, because I feel like I'm gonna get sniped out of this.
If you reach it in time, you'll receive a discount.
Use that to cancel the animation. Okay, so this is our... Yeah, somebody's shooting at me. This is our buy station from earlier where we just died. Now, realistically, that guy should not be close. Okay, somebody just popped UAV. Could be at this buy station here. Yep, sniper in the doorway. Do I want to push this? I think I do want to push this. Okay, so I see he's got some stuff in there.
Enemy precision airstrike.
Okay.
Find cover.
Dropped a precision. I'm gonna go get in the bathroom here. Jump down, tried to use that as cover. Unfortunately, he blew up my car. We got a fire sale right now. I'm gonna use that fire sale to make sure we have a gas mask here. I'm also gonna... I'm getting sniped at right now. I'm gonna throw this down. I wanna make sure we have a gas mask. I'm gonna get a munitions box and a cluster. Alright, so now I need to rotate. We are kind of caught out in the middle of the open right now. Should have bought some more plates. Right now, I really need to do a scav. I'd like to try and hit... I'd really like to try and hit that over there before zone closes. Because my AMAX is over there. So we're going to hit this. We're getting tons of lag spikes right now. Literally 250 ping. This is great. So somebody just popped UAV. Could be from this buy station. Anytime anyone pops UAV, it could be from your buy station. Are my guns here? No. I'm gonna grab the safer car. I don't see any more loot here. Some ammo, but I don't need that. All right, so let's just try to focus on getting safe. I could also try to zone hold. thinking about a zone hold right now because a lot of these guys are going to have to rotate into me. So I think putting myself on this building... Oh, shit, that just scared me. I think putting myself on this building could be smart. Okay, so I just saw where that precision was coming from. I'm going to drop this. Yep. So he dropped a precision from out here. Can't look. He's fighting. I'm going to try and third party this. Is there a ladder there, bro? Alright, good start. So people are definitely going to hear that. I'm going to try and loot up quick, make sure we have what we need here. Don't want to loot too long, make sure we keep it moving here. Alright, so like I said, the whole reason we came over here is because there was probably going to be people rotating in. I can't punish that because they got rid of the windows, so that's great. We're going to go height here, see if we can catch somebody rotating in the open. It's a little bit of a risk, I could get sniped. But probably not because of how high my ping is. Not only are we fighting Warzone, we're fighting fucking 200 ping right now. This is crazy. Stream is lagging? Of course it is. Apologize, fellas. Is it my internet or is it Warzone? No cursing? Don't tell me what to do. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anybody over here.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Alright, I need to start thinking about endgame positioning. I think I'd like to try and be high ground-ish. I don't know, I'm in a pretty good spot right here. I can rotate. I'm gonna make sure this building's clear. Don't have a heartbeat. Okay, shoulder that. We're good. I have a car to rotate if I need to. I got smokes if I need to. I'm gonna try and hold people coming in from over here. We definitely have some kids up there on the mountain behind us. Right now we're just thinking about good positioning. Trying to get free zone holds. Trying to get free zone holds right now.
Gas is moving.
Literally just thinking about positioning. There's got to be at least one guy coming out of here. I'm close enough to the zone. Like, ideally, I'd be a little closer, like here-ish. But I'm close enough to the zone to where I can pretty decent make a quick rotation. And I'm not scared to push a building if I need to. Okay, so I see a guy running left to right out there. He's kind of stuck out in the middle of the open. If I was going for kills, I'd go kill that guy. Because he's stuck out in the middle of the open. We'll catch him later, though, because he's going to have to fight ATC. What up, Riley? God dang, bro. This lag is insane. Got 16 players left. We're just waiting for the zone. Now would be about the time that people are squeezed out from the zone. So if nobody's walking out here now, they're probably just not here. I don't see anything on the hill up here. Nothing in there. Alright, so now we're going to get in the car. Unfortunately, I didn't get any picks. It's fine. So now I'm going to try and get my spot in the zone and see what zone does next. Green ping could be a little bit of a risk here. I don't hear or see anything. I'm getting sniped at from behind. Probably getting sniped at from ATC. Yeah, I'm definitely getting sniped at from ATC. I might hit this recon drone now. I don't have enough space to call in. I just want to see if somebody's in that next building.
Gas is moving in. New safe
Do you not have thermal anymore? Did they take away thermal?
Area's clear.
They took away thermal. Okay, so I got nothing near me that I can tell. So we're gonna try and... this is tough, bro. I need to get to high ground. I need to get to high ground now. I'm gonna take car and go to high ground. This is one of those zones where you really, really, really want to be up high. If possible. I'm in a pretty good spot. Low-key should be safe here. I think I'm just gonna keep driving this way though if I can. Nope. Okay, we're going down. There's a car up here. There's a dead guy right here. I'm gonna play this. Oh, I got one guy rotating behind me here. I'm dead. I could just drop a cluster on him. Of course that drops on me, bro. Why would that not drop on me? Wasting time here. I need to get this fight over with. Okay, he's dead. Had to burn too much stuff there. Had to burn a smoke, had to burn a cluster. Not great for us. Since I don't have anything, I'm just gonna grab this spring mine. Oh, we got 11 guys left. Got 11 guys left. I'm just gonna try and play high ground. There's gotta be somebody else up here with me. Loki, want to try and test that? Grenades here? Okay, so we got a frag now. That helps.
You've made it to the top 10.
I'm in a really good spot. Could be a guy in there.
Safe zone relocated.
High ground is still going to be huge here. Still could be an open zone. I'm going to move the car up. Trying to use the car as cover. Nobody can get above me here. Literally just gonna play this and my smokes. Got a guy right there. He's gonna have to come to me. Body sliding downhill. Dead. That was a dumb rotation out of him. So I do need to worry about behind me. Someone could easily rotate up that way. We got 3 guys left. Pretty open zone. I don't think anybody's up here with me though. At least I don't think. And if they are, I can just use this car as cover. There's one guy here. Might try to torch his car, but if I torched his car, it would probably draw a lot of attention to me.
Sniper's got us sighted.
He just jumped down. Gotta remember I have these frag grenades. Make sure no one's rotating up behind me here. So that looks like a decent player. Probably need to worry about. Looks like he's trying to snipe me. Yep, he's moving around. That's a good player. So we're going to try and focus on him. So I'm going to keep an eye on him. I don't see any sniper glint, so... If I had my 3x scope, I'd probably shoot this guy. He could try to come up here and take high ground.
Inbound. Marking new safe zone.
So yeah, see, if I had my 3x scope there, I'd probably kill that guy. So we still got 3 players. I need to think about having high ground here. I think I just play bridge. Nobody can fuck with me on the bridge. Probably somebody underneath me for sure. I might make a gas rotate here. Try to get behind this guy if I can. Oh. 2 guys left. I have high ground. I have a car. There is for sure someone underneath me. I'd be willing to put my money on it, bro. Dead. 1v1 situation. Don't need to rush anything. I am in the power position. I have smokes, frags, gas mask. We got everything we need here. If I had to guess, he's down there. Or to my right over here somewhere. We're going to see what zone does. And I'm gonna play the car.
Gas is moving
Okay.
in. New safe
Gotta go now.
located.
Grab the car off, see if it baits shots. This guy is not under the bridge, so that tells me he's probably on the wall over here. He's probably right below me on this wall. I don't see anything right now. I don't see anything. I'm gonna try and put myself in a good spot in the zone, but I need a little bit of time here. What the fuck? Oh, I won. What just happened? That was so anticlimactic. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were fighting lag. We had a couple mistakes there, but we played really well. Played good positioning, made sure we were set up. We used our car. That was a fantastic game. Just goes to show you don't need to drop 20, 30 kills to win the game. You just got to have good positioning, set yourself up. GG's. All right, let's break that down now. Let's break that down. If any of you guys enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like. Let's break it down. Dub is a dub. That's facts. Could have played a lot faster there if I wanted. If I was going for like ego 20, 25 kills, I could have played a lot faster there. But the whole point of this video was how to get more wins. So I'm going to stand up the desk. He died in the zone silently. Well, selfishly, I wanted to kill that guy, but it is what it is. So if any of you guys are new around here, we do this pretty regularly on the stream. We do breakdowns. This will end up being live on the YouTube channel probably tomorrow. So I'm gonna switch sources here. We'll do a little bit of a breakdown, walk through the decisions we made that game. I know I talked about it, a lot of it live while I was doing it. The raw might end up going on the second channel. Let me see. Yep, there we go. So I think what we're gonna do today, because I've noticed that a lot of people are getting confused. Let me ask you guys this actually, before we get rolling here. When I do the breakdowns, right? Like you hear my voice talking about the breakdown, but you'll also hear my voice of like when I was in the game. Do you guys like when I talk over myself? Basically, I'm talking over myself, or would you rather me just talk over the game? Because I can turn off my mic from the actual recording. I'm curious what you guys think. Because some people get confused when they come in here and I am doing a breakdown and they hear two of my own voices, if that makes sense. Ow. GG's, dude was AFK from the start, just never got found. You imagine? What am I sipping on? Some water, brother. Have you ever tried airsoft? I used to love airsoft, bro, when I was younger. I'd say we only hear game if possible. Okay. We'll just try it today. See what we can do here. So, like I said, this is a recording of that last game. We're gonna go through it more in depth. All right. Let me go to whatever the gameplay track is. Probably. Yep. Okay. So 126.
Here.
Yep, that's the game. All right, so we're gonna find the beginning of this game, and then we'll start talking about it.
Got a scavenger contract here.
Can I skip forward? Yes, I can. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do a breakdown. I won't be reading chat, so if you have questions, save them for the end of this. This is going up on the YouTube channel tomorrow, so you guys are getting a sneak peek at tomorrow's YouTube video. Let's roll. All right, boys, so we're going to be talking about how to get more wins on Verdansk. What I was talking with my coaching students about yesterday is contracts are elite. Contracts are king. You literally have to do contracts if you want to get consistent wins in Battle Royale. The way they've changed contracts now is they scale. So back in OG Warzone, you do a contract. If you did multiple contracts, you would get more and more and more money each time you did a contract. That's how they work now. And so starting a game with a contract, especially a scav, is going to help us because A, we're going to get a satchel. B, we're going to start super, super early in this game getting our contract multiplier going. That's what's going here. I called out while I was playing that if I heard somebody landing with me, I was going to prioritize getting a gun before the contract. And so that's what we did here. I landed in, looked for a gun before the contract, right? I'm trying to get ready for a fight. We hear the glass break. This guy lands above us. He's in here. What's he going to do? He's going to try and come get the contract. So what do? I just pre-aim right where he's going to come out, and it's just a free kill. Nice little start. So one thing I want to talk about, this isn't going to be a super crazy high kill game because I don't end up playing very aggressive. This specific video is about trying to get more wins, and I want to give you guys sort of like a rational approach to getting more wins. So we're not going to be hunting kills a lot, but we do start off with pretty good kill count this game. That guy gets in the car. I was going to try and get some kills, but the second he gets in the car, I just try to dodge it. So one thing I think you guys need to pay attention to, whenever you hear shots, you need to be paying attention to your minimap, right? So we heard shots. That immediately tells me, if you look up here, we got guys at TV station. Because there's firing going on, that means there's at least 2 people here. So that's something I need to think about as I push over and I'm trying to do the contract. Got our knife out. We're listening to see if there's anybody near us. We use our heartbeat. The heartbeat confirms, because nobody has ghost right now, that the only thing I need to worry about is TV station. Everything else past my scav contract is fine. So we're trying to do our scav contract. We're working our way towards it. Keeping an eye on, you know what I mean? We're keeping an eye on TV station as we do this. So I break that door, and then I hear glass break. Now, I don't know what's about to happen, but I can sort of predict player behavior. Because I busted through that door, somebody heard it, then I heard glass break. My biggest threat is someone pushing out in the open to kill me. So I'm going to at least make sure I'm able to punish it. So I peek here. What do you know? This guy's pushing right towards me. Some people call that walls. I call that just knowing player behavior. Play the game enough, you know what people are doing. I heard glass break, it was very obvious. Now, think about this. We know that there was 2 players here, right? At least. There was at least 2 players that landed here. We saw it on the minimap. Someone was shooting at another player. I just shot an unsuppressed weapon. What is that other player going to think? They might think, oh, I need to go check this out. And so as I'm moving my way to the scav, I'm making sure that I'm keeping an eye on. Somebody could have just saw that. Somebody could have just heard that. And so while I'm working my way to the scav, I'm making sure that I'm keeping all of TV station in my vision. And you guys might not have noticed it, but there's literally a guy right here, right next to the camera right now. There's literally a guy right here. What's he doing? He's checking where that red dot came from. Because on my minimap, or on his minimap, if we look up here, there's a red dot from that building. But since I've moved, he's not looking towards me. He's looking towards the building I was just in. So I see that. I play this as a little bit of a head glitch. Take some shots. Honestly, pretty decent shots. Granted that I lose aim assist right there. I want to say something now. There are some bots in this lobby. This is not a bot lobby. I don't lobby manipulate. I'm not playing BR casual. This is straight up my skill-based matchmaking. I was having a really hard time getting matches today. I don't know what it was. Throughout this game, I'm getting like 200 ping spikes. Something's going on with the servers. Could be because it's early in the morning. I don't know. So, obviously, we shot another player. I'm like, okay, what if there's more? Pop the heartbeat. We see 2 players. Hear footsteps close. I'm like, all right, I'm going to third party this. This guy right here, we see gunshots, is shooting a guy right here. And so what's a bigger threat to us? This guy or the guy closer to us in the building? The guy closer to us in the building. So right away, I back off this. Catch really weird timing here. We use movement. We fake left. We slide back right. Both of us were in a plating animation, right? And so we both got, like, I got lucky. He got lucky. I go left to make him fake, or I fake left to make him think I'm going left, and then I use my movement to give myself time to pull out my SMG. Now, I'm not really using movement as, like, just shattering this guy's camera. I'm just trying to make sure that I give myself time and space to get my SMG out. So he's dead. What's our next biggest threat? Our next biggest threat is the guy that was up here. If this guy was smart or sweaty, he probably would have pushed up and tried to third party this, right? And so you guys can see that, like, literally the second I get out of this fight, my mind is on the next fight. Immediately. I'm not sitting there staring at this guy's loot. I know there's another player here. We need to worry about that. So I try to put myself in a good position. We grab high ground. This guy makes a good wrap. Really good rotation on him. Hits a different... I shouldn't say rotation. Really good reposition. So I'm like, all right, I broke this guy's plates. I kind of want to push. But then I realize I want to prioritize my contract. We got a guy pulling up on us here. We got a guy here. I don't have plates. I'm not reloaded. This is kind of where I'm like, all right, I've already got a couple kills. I'm going to make sure I get my contract done. This is more important than me running into the middle of TV station. No plates. Maybe get third partied by this guy. That's kind of what was going through my head here.
Can't fly over.
Right? Like, if I was going for a super high kill game, do I push that? Probably. But, right, we're trying to get wins. We're trying to get wins. And so sometimes you got to make sacrifices. You know, we lose 1 or 2 kills back here to make sure we're getting our contract done, getting our loadout down to help us scale farther into the game. I'm thinking about trying to win the game, not necessarily just hunting red dots here. And doing contracts is a huge, huge, huge part of setting yourself up for success. The more contracts we get done, the more money we're going to have. Even if I die, which I do at some point in this recording. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I also offer a coaching program, so if you guys want to see me break down your games the way I'm doing right now, give you tips, tricks, things you need to look at, check out the coaching program. It is in the link in the description of literally everything. Just find the links in the description. All right, so we finished that scav. You'll notice that now we have 11 grand and we have a satchel. This is why doing scavs is really important in the early game. You get a satchel. I think having a satchel is huge because there's, you know, not a lot of plates on the map. And you can only hold 5, so not only are you holding 5, but also the players you're fighting are holding less plates. So that kind of goes into why there's less plates around the map. So now we're rotating. Just going to skip ahead a little bit here. Hit the buy station. I call this out in the game, but today I'm deciding to not show my, you know, live commentary audio of my mic because I know it's confusing some people. Let me know what you think about that if you want to hear my live thoughts while I'm playing or if you just want me to talk like I am right now. I know some people are getting confused while both were up. So what I was talking about here was I want to throw my loadout down. I'm thinking about the best place to do it. But if there's people over here, I don't want to do that, right? So I'm checking the doors. This doesn't look looted. And so that tells me that I have a higher likelihood to successfully get my loadout down over here rather than throwing it down out here in the open.
Loadout drop headed your way.
For the loadout down, I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. We get our loadout, and now we start rotating towards our next contract. Now, if I ever pull up the map here, I'll pause it. I'm starting to run through a spot where people usually land, right? We landed TV station. We didn't land somewhere super hot, right? But now I'm running through the middle of an open hot zone to try and get this contract. So we need to play it a little bit different. I have a smoke. If I want to push out in the open, I can, but it's a little bit of a risk, right? Like if I just run straight through here, I'm running right through Superstore, through Virgin Towers, through here, and then through that big tall building right here. And so rather than just running straight out in the middle of the open, cross the street, I cross the street this way, use the fence, cross the street, use the building. Like I'm trying to play it smart. Got to be really, really careful when you're crossing out in the open. Now, I know that I can finesse, use my movement, throw smokes down. So I could do this if I wanted to. But because I'm trying to play smart, show you guys how you should play, rather than being greedy content creator streamer man, I try to play it the smart way. So if I got shot at here, I have a plan. I got my knife out. I'm going to finesse, throw my smoke down. We get out here pretty quick. Now, I call out. If you guys don't know, if you're newer to the game, this little red box around the UAV minimap tells you that you are currently on UAV. And so whenever I get popped on a UAV, I immediately am like, okay, where is the nearest buy station? So usually most players, maybe you, which you shouldn't do this, they'll buy a UAV, immediately pop it. Where are you at when you buy a UAV? You're on the buy station. And so when you see a UAV pops, you're more likely to see a player on or near a buy station And so that's kind of an easy way to like, a UAV just got popped. Okay, maybe this guy's coming from here. Do I know for sure? No, I don't. But it's one of those situations where like predicting, understanding player behavior is going to put you in a better spot. It's going to give you a higher likelihood, right? We're playing a BR. It's RNG. It's very luck-based. There's a lot of things out of your control. But little things like this can prepare you for gunfights, right? Just being prepared for the fact that somebody might be coming from buy station could be the difference between you winning and losing this game, right? Like if you go to Gulag and die here, you lose. But if there was a guy here and I was ready for it, then I don't lose. So we hear another UAV popped. I just said don't use UAVs the second you come off the buy station. But because somebody just popped 2 UAVs here and I'm at Superstore, I know that I'm in danger not having information. So I pop my UAV right away. Because there could be somebody really close and I would like to know that. All right, so if we look up the minimap, we got 2 guys at the back of Superstore. What a lot of players don't do, and I'm trying to encourage some of my coaching students to do this, when you pop a UAV, you want to try to use that UAV to get more than 1 kill. Because on average, you're not going to get your money's worth out of a UAV, right? A UAV is $6 grand. You're not going to get that $6 grand back fighting 1 player. And so what I try to do when I pop UAV is take mental note. You guys can't see right now, but my eyes are looking up at the minimap. We got players down here. We got players to our right. I am eventually going to look at the minimap, and I do call out that there's players over to the right. And so I'm going to go try and kill these guys. Yes, I'm going to go try and get both of these kills. But I'm also going to try to then use that information for my next rotation. This is massive. If you're trying to increase the pacing in your mid game, one of the best ways to do that is to be as efficient with your UAVs as possible. And so I'm not only going to try and get these kills, but I'm also, you're literally going to see me ping it for later. I'm going to go rotate over there because even if I don't have a UAV later, it's going to put me near the action to where when somebody does decide to get in a gunfight, I'm close enough to third party it. Not a great chow out of me. I'm lagging. This whole game, I'm fighting lag. I see this guy rotate to the right here. I don't think he knows that he's on UAV. And so I jump slide chow this with my AMAX. Now, yes, I take a shot here, but I want you to notice what I do. That guy, a lot of times when you get your plates broken like that, or somebody chows and then goes back behind cover, 9 times out of 10, they are going to re-chow. They are greedy. They want to kill you. And so rather than like me, you know, shooting that guy, I broke his plates. Oh, I'm super excited. I'm going to go chase this guy. Like that guy's trying to catch me in attack sprint, right? Like he's literally trying to catch me in attack sprint so I can't kill him. So I just keep shooting at him. It's literally a free kill. You might have noticed that when we popped this UAV earlier, there was another player here. So I'm trying to listen, figure out if this guy's going to push me or not. I have 6K. We're going to come back here and get another UAV. And I'm also trying to do a contract. Right? Like, in between fights, in between rotations, I'm trying to, as efficiently as possible, make sure that I'm keeping up on my contracts. Right? Because we only have a 30% bonus right now. Once I complete this scav contract, I will then have a 60% bonus. And when we get into the late game, I'm going to have like a 120% bonus, which means 120% multiplier on the cash that you receive from your contracts, which is huge for the late game because you can literally buy whatever you want. Contracts are king. Make sure you're doing contracts. So there was another guy here. Just trying to make sure that I'm not just like running out in the middle of the open, getting myself killed here. Gonna skip ahead just a little bit. Do I kill this guy? Okay. Skip ahead a little bit, do the contract. Finish the contract. Checking myself with the, you know, on my rotations, I have my heartbeat, making sure no one's chasing me. And so again, from our UAV earlier, we know that there was 3 players here, right? Let me switch to red. We had 3 players here. So I'm going to start rotating that way once I finish this scav. Again, if you guys are enjoying these breakdowns, make sure to leave a like. We get a bunch of cash from this, not only from the contract, but from the final box. And we get a self-res. Like, it just speaks for itself. So now we grab a car. We're trying to keep up good pace here. Like, I'm not going for crazy high kill games. But I do want to keep up good pace. I want to make this entertaining. I'm trying to get a lot of kills. Who doesn't want a lot of kills? Loadout drops. Come here, throw a smoke down. The reason I throw a smoke down is because I know I'm about to get another one. Like, it would be a waste for me to not throw my smoke down. All right. So now, like I said, we rotated this way. We're kind of in the area. Now we're in a position of third party. The reason I'm going to end up pushing this dot is because this guy's out in the open. If I take my car over here and catch this guy, like, by the time I get here, this guy could be running across in the open. That was my thought process. This is the easiest kill for me. So I grab the car. We start to rotate. I make a mistake here. Also get a little bit of lag. I don't know what happened there. Now, I'm not going to blame the lag entirely for my death. That was my fault. That guy hit a good snipe. I played aggressive. Didn't play that fight right. That's my fault. But that's okay. That's okay. We win our gulag here. Let's get forward a little bit. The way I like to play my gulags, I like to knife out, get to the closest piece of cover, play very aggressive. So what I usually do, we'll run up to the first piece of cover, listen, and then base my movement off of that. So we push up to the right here. Don't hear anything. Don't hear anything to the left. This guy ends up being AFK. He just is chilling in the... Well, he actually wasn't AFK. He just barely moved. I'm sorry. Okay. And so now, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. We got 7K cash. I could hit a loadout because I already have enough, right? Because we did contracts. I already have enough cash to get a loadout. That's why contracts are important. But I would rather spend that money on a self-res or a gas mask if I can. And so I'm thinking possibly maybe I'll try to go back and get my stuff, right? This guy was out in the open. He probably isn't going to stay here. And so I'm trying to look for, maybe I'll try and go back and get my stuff, save myself some cash. So I get a little closer. I float. It doesn't look like this guy's still here. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go for it. This is a risk-reward type play. I see him run right here. Right? I'm anticipating, I'm trying to predict, because I had awareness that, A, this guy might still be here, I had a backup plan. The second I see this guy, I bail. Now, could I have got sniped here? Maybe, but like, that's the risk reward. I kind of go left, go right, try to make this guy miss. Actually, I missed this guy. Now that I completely missed this guy. Didn't see that. I was getting sniped from the right as well. I cannot believe I missed that, bro. Wow. All good. Didn't get punished for it. Throw the smoke down. Got really lucky on that, to be honest. I was getting sniped from, you can see up at the, up here. That's where I was getting sniped from on my way in. There was also a sniper over where we died earlier, and now we know there's a guy here. I didn't know that at the time. Well, because I'm paying attention to my mini-map, I see that sniper close on top of the building. Come out here. Get our gun. Spoiled that a little bit for you guys. So now I come face check this. I see this guy's still fighting. I'm like, oh, he's literally out in the middle of the open. Mount up. Try to hit high damage areas. Dead. Right? Like, you always want to try and make sure you get the kill. For some of you guys, maybe you kill him, maybe you don't. Maybe you push up a little bit. But I'm confident in my aim to kill that guy quick enough. AMAX is disgusting. I'll give you guys a loadout for that. I'll make sure. So I hear a glass break to my right. What should I do? I should make sure that I have my AR out, I'm centered, and I'm not going to let this guy push me for free. Pull my AR out, good centering. Easy. Couple back-to-back bot kills here. Like I said, like you can literally look up, I'm ping spiking the entire game. I don't know what was going on today. My internet or Warzone servers were not doing good. I could barely find games. Again, want to reiterate, no lobby manipulation, no BR casual. This is straight up my lobbies. I streamed this live. I'm recording this breakdown live right now. Everyone can vouch for me. My lobbies are infinitely harder than yours anyways, so I don't care. Just saying that for the comments that I know I'm going to get. All right. So now we're sort of starting to get into the end game here. We're not in the end game, but we need to start thinking about the end game. I have a checklist that going into an end game, especially in BR. You need to have a checklist. For me, that's usually self-res, gas mask, armor satchel, munitions box, smokes. I know that's a lot, but you can kind of build up to that in the early game, and that's why it's also important to have a lot of cash, because I just talked about a lot of things there. Self-res 4K, munitions box 4K, satchel you have to find, gas mask 4K, all that stuff costs a lot of money. That's why contracts are so important. And I honestly didn't even do that great of a job of doing contracts, but because I did 3 contracts already, I have enough cash. So we come up here. I immediately buy a self-res. I'm like, all right, what else do I need? Where can I go? I need to start thinking about doing at least one more contract, and also need to be thinking about positioning for the end game. So if we look at this, let me switch to green here, right? This is our zone. Everyone that's on the outside is probably going to have to rotate in. Granted, there's probably not that many. I would say maybe 2 or 3 guys coming in from this area, maybe 4. So that's something that we need to think about, is like maybe we have a zone hold here. That's something that I'm thinking about. But I also want to do at least one other contract and start positioning myself for late game. So because we have such a up high and to the left zone, I know that I want to play on this part of the zone. Right? Dam and Prison. If you've played Verdansk, Dam and Prison are zones that you don't want to mess with. You want to be ahead of those zones. You don't want to be the guy rotating from across airport all the way to top Dam, because like you're literally not going to be able to. And so this is why, like, yes, I don't go for a lot of kills this game, but I set myself up for the end game. The whole time, this entire game, from the very start, we started with a scav. We're trying to set ourselves up for the end game. That's what you guys need to be thinking about. So I do a contract here, and we start thinking about positioning. I grab a car. We rotate over. Hit the supply run. One more thing I want to talk about here. Look how I get in the car. Immediately seat swap. Everyone just saw me drive up to this contract. There could be people here. I get in the car, immediately seat swap, just to protect myself from getting sniped. Jake, I see you. Everybody in chat, I see you. I promise I will read everything after. I'm recording a video right now. Okay, so we're rotating. We see this sniper. I'm getting a little antsy. I've only got 7 kills here. I want to get a couple more kills. To be honest with you, this was just me trying to get a couple more kills. I bail on the contract because the contract is pretty out in the open, and also the zone is already pulled. And so I'd rather just get this one more kill and then rotate. I kind of just bail on the supply run contract. All right, so this guy had a sniper glint. I want you to notice what I do with my car here. By the way, also, we saw a little red flashing dot in here. That's kind of why I play this way. This guy threw down a spring mine or something. I just saw it on the way in. But what I also want you to notice is you can use cars to give yourself jump spots. Now, it doesn't end up panning out for me here, but I use the car and I ram it into this building because I know that I can get on the roof of this car and then get into this window. Something to think about. You could use this to surprise a lot of bad players. Throw the car. I use this to break his spring mines. I hop up, expecting him to be laying down in the corner here, but he actually ends up being here. So what I decided to do here is because, like, I'm in a vault animation. I literally don't have my gun out right now. This guy could kill me, right? Like, I was expecting an impact nade to do some damage to this guy. And even if he's laying down there, pre-aiming, pre-firing me, my impact nade would have done a bunch of damage to him, even if I'm in that vaulting animation where I don't have my gun out. But because I don't have that early first shots damage, like, right, we've talked about this before on the channel. The most fundamental part of winning a gunfight is getting first shots and tracking better. Impact nade would help me get first shots here, but he ends up being in the corner, so I bail. If I would have ran through here, I'd probably die. Yep. Back up. Throws a precision down. I get inside. Just play it smart. He's going to have to move here in a little bit. For whatever reason, this guy jumps down. We start lagging here. But he's dead. So now my car's gone. I'm like, oh, fuck. I have no way to rotate right now. I gotta go really far. My car's gone. We gotta go. We gotta go. But I got 7K and a fire sale. So now is my opportunity to get some of the stuff that I want for the late game at a discount. A little bit of a risk here. Throw down a smoke because I'm getting sniped at. I think we buy a munitions box and a gas mask. Munitions box, gas mask, cluster. That's part of my checklist. Now I have self-res, munitions box, cluster, gas mask, smokes. I have everything I need for the late game, which comes into play later. I'm gonna harp on this a lot. Make sure you have an end game checklist. If you want to close out your games, if you're struggling to close out your games, make sure you have the things that you need. You can't just go into the end game with one plate and no equipment, no self-res, no gas mask. You're just asking to let the game decide the game for you, if that makes sense. All right. Now what I want to talk about is positioning. So I'm trying to get a car here. We're already safe. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I'm considering going back to do the supply run at this point. I don't know if I actually end up doing it. Yeah, supply run expired. I can't skip forward anymore. Won't let me. Where are we at? 1:14:24. Give me a second, chat. 1:14:24. You guys are watching this back. Make sure to leave a like. I think try and put some. Okay, so I see anyone pops UAV. All right, so for some reason that bugs out and doesn't let me skip forward. All right, so now we can skip forward. I swapped cars here. This car is more safe than the other cars. And so I come back over here because I'm looking for a zone hold. Right, now we're starting to really get in the end game. I missed the mini-map right there. The reason I chose this building is pretty obvious. Everyone else in the zone has to get past this line. And so I put myself here because I'm looking to get 1 or 2 free zone hold kills, right? I'm just trying to get some free kills. That's all it is. I put myself in the best position to punish players that aren't being smart, right? Because they're rotating late. But when we push up here, there's players here. We're playing on 200 ping right now, mind you. We're also on UAV. There's a precision. That tells me there's one other player here because a precision just got dropped. I'm pretty sure that I noticed. that the precision, because precisions drop a ping on somebody when they use them. So now I'm expecting, if he's right here, where's he gonna come from? Where's my biggest threat? Right here. This is one of those situations where, like, had this guy ran through here, some people would be like, oh, you're cheating. That's walls, right? Like, how did you know that guy was going to come? I didn't. I just predicted, right? Like, he dropped a precision over here. Where's he most likely to come from? He's going to run around here because that's the only entrance into this building. This is one of those situations where you see me predict it, but then I fail with the prediction, which is fine. But I still, no matter what, protected myself here. But what a lot of people won't see is they'll just see the one clip of me doing this. They'll see the one clip of me predicting somebody accurately, and then they'll say I'm cheating. But they don't see the hundreds of other times that I did it just to defend my position. Sorry. I'm getting mad at the cheating and the accusations and all that stuff. It's bothering me recently. So again, we see him on the minimap there. There used to be windows you could shoot out of here. Can't do it anymore. Try to third party this. Don't get over aggressive. He hears me. Try to make sure I have good centering. Thought he went to the roof somehow. Thought I heard him climb a ladder, so I was looking at the roof. What gives away that he's right here is obviously we just heard the grass, right? We just heard the grass. Get some shots. The second I get those shots, right? We've talked about 1v1s. 1v1s are what? They are getting first shots, tracking better. The second I get first shots, I now have an advantage. Even if this is just a 55%, 45% advantage in my favor, right? Like, if we think about it as a 50-50, me breaking one plate off of him isn't that big of a deal, but it's enough for me to, like, tighten the noose a little bit. So I use my impact nade. I'm anticipating him pushing this way. I use my impact nade to try and get more damage, but the whole time I'm trying to get closer, tighten the noose on this guy. Throw this down, don't get a hit. Grab the building, use my hip fire. Anticipating where this guy's going. I'm not chasing him. He wants me to chase him. He wants me to do the ring around the rosy. I don't. Right? Like, the whole time, he just thinks I'm going to chase him. Easy. We get first shots. We use that pressure to get more shots. We use that pressure to get the kill. All right, and so from here, we've cleared out this area. We're trying to do now what we were trying to do earlier. The whole reason we came over here was to get some zone holds. So I just get on the roof, make sure I'm moving around, not standing around. Just try to catch people rotating. That's all I'm doing. I don't think we end up catching anybody, if I remember correctly. And it's not letting me skip forward again. I'll just do this in editing later. I'll just cut this part. Anybody's just joining the stream, we're doing a gameplay breakdown right now. Talking about decisions, talking about how to get more wins, how to play smart. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. This will be live on the YouTube channel tomorrow. All right, and so what I want you guys to notice is the second I know where the zone is, I'm like, okay, the zone kind of pulled a little bit far away. I need to start thinking about the next zone and the next zone. Like, you need to stay on top of your rotations. The longer it takes you to make the decision to run or like to go to your next position, the more likely you're to get punished by somebody like me. Okay, so we look at the map. I just want you guys to think about where you would go. I'm just going to give you a second. Some of you guys that are in the stream or watch this live, you already know where I went. There's going to be a lot of people rotating in. Again, we're just thinking about the zone. Where are people going to be rotating in from? There's going to be a lot of people rotating in from these ways. And so anywhere along the edge is a good spot for me to be. I don't want to just plop myself right in the middle. Why would I do that? Plop myself right in the middle. I'm going to have everybody coming from every direction. I want to try and keep everything in front of me, right? And so I'm looking to, because we're in one of those dam circles, right? Like, keeping high ground is going to be important. And so this is a golden area you want to be in. So for me, that kind of narrows everything down to, all right, I want to eventually end up here. I want to eventually end up there. We're playing on 250 ping right now. Again, servers were terrible today. Now, I don't actually end up positioning myself in the zone. Because I have this car, right? Because I have a pretty good health car, I know that I don't need to be directly into a building that's in the zone right now. I can just be close enough and then use the car to make that final rotation. But by rotating early, I might catch people rotating out of here for free. Clear this building using my shouldering. I'm making sure there's nobody in here before I do anything else. And so now I'm using the window. I'm just kind of scanning the area, see if people are going to rotate out. We got 15 seconds before people need to move.
Gas is moving.
All right, so now gas is moving. I know that within the next 10 to 15 seconds, I'm going to start seeing players, if there are people here, right? Like, I'm just putting myself in that position. I don't have a UAV to know that. Ideally, we'd have a UAV, but right, like, I'm close enough to be able to drive to wherever I want to go in the zone, right? Like, I'm close enough to go wherever I want to go because I have my car. But everybody else here doesn't have a car. See that guy rotating left to right? I ping it. Now I just know in the back of my mind that there's going to be a guy potentially over here somewhere, maybe rotating to me. Wish it would let me skip forward, bro. It's driving me crazy. I really don't like that bug when it doesn't let me skip forward. Do I need to, like, shift Q? No, it's not letting me. We're just going to stay here for a second, chat. I'll cut this out of the video. It's just not letting me skip forward. Chat, what do you guys think of these breakdowns? Are you enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, type W. If you don't enjoy this, type L. All right, so as we can see, the zone would have already squeezed anybody out that was in the buildings. And so that gives me an opportunity. Like, now I know nobody's coming out of the buildings, but they might have rotated up to these rocks, and the window doesn't have a POV of the rocks. So I just want to make sure that I'm got everything covered, make sure nobody's rotating in behind me. But now I need to rotate. So we use our car, rotate up to a building that's actually in the zone. Again, we're clearing it. I'm not just running straight in and dying to prox mines. I'm bashing through the door, making sure I bait shots or a spring mine if it's in there. Getting sniped at from behind. Probably ATC tower, if I had to guess. Right, like, where's the only place I could get a shot from over there? It's probably ATC tower. Shut that door. Got a free recon drone. That's free information, right? I want to make sure nobody knows I'm here. Nobody's pushing me. I don't hear anything. So we pull out the recon drone. I think they nerfed these. I don't think you can do thermal anymore. All right, so right away, I know there's nobody in here. At least it's not showing me. I don't know how they've changed the recons. So right away, I know there's not many people near me. That kind of informs my decision-making later on in this game. There's not many people near me.
You've got a loadout.
All right, so from this circle, again, the second zone closes, every single time we're trying to think about, where do I want to go? The second it closes, what should I do? Where do I want to go? We're not reacting, we're being proactive. So where should I go right here? Obviously, you guys know that are in the stream, but like if you're watching the video back, again, we talked about this earlier. This is one of those zones where you want to make sure that you have high ground. You might not need the high ground, but you want to make sure that you at least have it, because being down here is probably a death sentence if there's people holding high ground, right? Especially snipers. This is kind of an open zone. And so my goal is to try and be around here somewhere. I don't want to be smack dab in the middle of the zone with the high ground. I want to be inside the zone, safe, have the zone behind me, so I'm safe from behind, keeping everything in front of me, but making sure I have access to high ground. So we take our car and start rotating with the goal of maintaining the high ground. So instead of driving the bridge, I drive up here because this is going to give me better access to high ground. Now, I do have to be careful because, like, there could be kids in this bridge or in this tunnel. There could be a kid in that little shack right there. All of these things are going through my mind while I'm pushing. But I'm safe, right? I have a self-res. I have a gas mask. I have smokes. I have an armor box. I have cluster. This is why going into the end game with an end game checklist is really important. You could argue this is dangerous because of C4s, and you're right. But not many people are using C4s right now. And until I get punished for using C4 or punished for driving, I'm not gonna do it. So this is unfortunate. We get sniped right here, but it's okay. We pop our smoke. If I had my 3x scope, I'd probably kill that guy. So right away, I'm like, all right, this guy hits his snipes. I'm gonna drop my cluster on him. This is a worthwhile cluster drop for me because, like, the second me and this guy start a gunfight, a timer is in my head. I can't fight this guy for the next 5 minutes because I'm gonna get third-partied, right? There are 12 other players left in this game. If it takes me 3 minutes to fight this guy, this game is over for me. I'm gonna get third-partied because everyone in the zone knows that I'm shooting because I don't have a suppressor. So, would I like to drop my cluster? No. I'd like to save it for a little bit later in the game. But this decision right here probably saved my life, even though I fuck up the cluster. And I blame the game for this. You could see the laser was hitting that guy, and then it drops on my whatever. AAA studio. It's fine. So I know this guy's stuck behind a car. Use an impact nade to try and force him out. Now that forces that, at least, like, this is the tiniest little thing. The impact nade, he saw it coming. That forces him to hide, right? Like, he had a pre-aim advantage. That was a 55-45% fight in his favor, right? Like, if he's pre-aiming me with a sniper, who has the advantage? Him. The second I throw that impact nade, he has to back up and try and cover himself. Now I have the pre-aim advantage. Literally the difference between me winning and losing this fight. Right? Free. And so I want to try and recoup. I just burned a cluster and my only impact nade and a smoke. Like, I just lost an impact nade, a cluster, and a smoke fighting this one guy. So I want to try and recoup some of my losses here. I'm like, all right, what else can I take? What can I use? Grab a spring mine. And I get right back to my high ground. Checking to see where people are. I'm trying to just eliminate where players are in the zone right now. My biggest threat right now is what? What's my biggest threat? My biggest threat is somebody coming up from shack behind me, or somebody coming from over here, right? Like, they can't push up this cliff. And so my only danger right now is if somebody's coming from here or here. So those are the things I'm thinking about. Or a sniper. Sniper I can handle, though. I got movement, I got smokes. So those are the things I'm thinking about. I grabbed the frag because I like that better. Honestly, probably could have threw down the spring mines to cover up my back here. Wouldn't have been a bad idea, now that I'm watching this back. Second the zone closes, what do? We look at the zone. The zone literally just closed. Every time you hear that announcer tell you the zone closed, look at the zone. Okay, so this is pretty easy. Where do we want to be? Where do we want to be? Zone's right here. Where do we want to be? We want to maintain high ground. This is a god spot right now. Literally, they can't push up the cliff. The only thing I would need to worry about is, again, these two areas. Whereas, like, let's think about it from like if I was right here, right? Just for example, some people just have this default behavior of like, I need to be in the middle of the zone. If you're in the middle of the zone, all your threat is the entire zone, right? Whereas, like, right here, if I'm up here, my only threat is right here and right here. Those are my only threats. The only things that I need to like actually worry about are people getting close to me. Because obviously no one's going to be behind me. They can't. And anyone that's in front of me is too far away to do anything. Plus I have high ground and smokes, right? Like these are the things you need to think about. And this is why playing proactive on the zone instead of reacting is really important. Because being in the best position in the end game is how you win. Just something to think about. So I take my car, grab a little bit of a more aggressive position on high ground. The whole time I'm paying attention to, this is my threat, right? Like somebody could just be chilling right here behind this rock, and the second I get out, they mess me up, right? So I'm paying attention to here, and I'm also paying attention to behind me. Park the car in a way that gives me cover and a little head glitch. So I now have protection from the rest of this area because I have a little head glitch right here. I have protection from the right because I have a car right here. The only thing I really need to worry about now is behind me. Making sure I'm moving. We got a guy in front of us. Try to pick up this kill. That dead body flying down the hill. Break plates. Dead. So now my right is clear. What do? Immediately, my right is clear. I look to the left. Trying to figure out where the rest of these players are. We got 3 guys left. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like. This is just a textbook game on how to win more games. It's not a crazy high kill game because we were trying to specifically set ourselves up for the end game. We got one guy right in front of us here. I'm going to point something out about him in a second. But again, we're checking our left, making sure no one's sneaking up on us. Just based on the way this guy's moving, the skin he has, the sniper that's in his hands, like this is a sweaty player. Or a competent player. I don't want to say sweaty, but like I'm immediately identifying like this is a Terminator skin. He's got a sniper, he's got a car, he's moving around. This is somebody that I might need to worry about. Right? Like, what's more scary? That guy with a sniper, a Terminator skin with a sniper, or a bot skin with a fucking Superi that they've had for 3 years?
Gas is inbound.
Alright. Right away, we're thinking about where we need to go.
Fucking use safe zone.
Paying attention to this guy. He lays down. If I had a 3x scope, I'd kill this guy. Try to pre-nade him. Honestly, not a bad nade. Honestly, not a bad nade. Imagine that hit. Alright, so now we take our car and we prioritize zone. Notice how even that guy prioritized zone. Right? Like, we call out that he is at least a competent player. He prioritized zone. I prioritize zone. Who's going to lose this game? The people that don't prioritize the zone. So I see where he's at. He's on low ground. Right away, I'm like, oh, dude, this is free. As long as I block this bridge with my car, I win this game. I have ultimate high ground if I take this bridge. Making sure no one's close to me. Trying to see if anybody's around me. Hiding underneath these little cliffs. Bring the car up. Alright. So we know this guy's on the car, right? We know this guy's on the car. What's easier here? Me fighting this guy on a head glitch behind his hashtag ad Polaris Pro Razor 4? Or me running down the bridge using a little bit of my gas mask to shoot him in the back? I could throw a nade at him, but he's got the trophy. I'm fully expecting someone to be underneath me right now, to be honest. There doesn't end up being somebody right there, but... So we give this guy back shots. Free. Free. So now we're in a 1v2 situation. Now I just need to figure out where players are. Right? Like, I am fully expecting some little troll to be under that bridge. This guy, we catch him out in the open, right? He didn't rotate early. Shocker. Shocker. The bot skin not rotating early. But the sweaty Terminator skin rotated. See a pattern here? Having the zone early is super important. So now we're in a 1v1. Trying to figure out where this guy is. Process of elimination. I want you to do the math in your head. Where is this guy most likely to be? Where's this guy most likely to be? He's either going to be underneath me, or he's going to be over here somewhere underneath this cliff. Right? Like, that's the only place this guy can be. We already cleared this whole area. We cleared the little road right here. The only places I haven't visually been able to see are right here and underneath me. Oh. Gonna have to fix that. All right, so we're just process of elimination, trying to figure out where this guy is. I don't need to rush anything. I got everything I need. I got gas mask plates, self-res, plenty of plates. smokes, everything we need to win this game. We're in perfect position. So the second the zone moves, I'm like, all right, I need to put myself in a good spot to win this game. I check the bridge visually. He's not under the bridge. So now I know he's over to my right somewhere. But I don't know exactly where. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's on a head glitch here. Maybe he's right over here. I'm just going to drive around in circles and try to bait him into, you know, if I can catch him in the middle of a rotation, he's dead, right? Like, all I have to do is get out of the car. So I just stay in the car right now and try to protect myself. Driving around, just trying to get visual confirmation. And then he dies.
That's how it's done.
Literally free game. A little anticlimactic, but free game. We would have won it anyways. There's no way that guy was killing me. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Perfect. Got our YouTube video for tomorrow. I don't know if is that what I needed? Yes. That is what I needed. Cool. What'd you guys think? W? If you guys got any questions about that game, I'm here. W or L breakdown? Thoughts on the future of the Raiders? What's up, Psycho? If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like. Very helpful. GG's. GG's. What up, Robert? What up, AL? Flowers, how you doing? Perks you running? I think right now I'm running Veteran. I think I'm running Veteran, Cold-Blooded, Tempered. I used to run Survivor, Tracker, Tempered. But I think I really like the idea of being able to actually use my smokes. Because, like, if somebody shoots you one time while you're in a smoke and they have Tracker, you're dead. But Cold-Blooded counters that, so. Renegade Wade. What camo do you use? I don't know the name of them. MW3 Warzone or BO6 Warzone? I don't know, man. MW3 Warzone was really fun, but with BO6 Warzone, we got Verdansk and Omni Movement. So BO6 Warzone. Not the launch of BO6 Warzone, but just because we're where we're at now and we have Omni Movement and Verdansk. Would you rather have Verdansk or Urzikstan? Is basically what you just asked me, Mezzo. So. Survivor comes in clutch, though, and Resurgence, maybe less than BR. I think so, too. I think so, too. Think of movement this season or last season. I can't really tell a huge difference between the movement. Like, you can tell it's slower, but it's still fluid, and that's what I care about. Sprint speeds and sprint stamina are a little bit slower, which I don't like, but overall, still fun. By the way, Jake, I saw you earlier. I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for becoming a brand new member of the Berger Town. Appreciate you, bro. Jake, thank you, man. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you didn't feel like I ignored you. I was just recording a video. If you get a bad zone pull and you're still on the high ground, are you more likely to win? I mean, it depends. Like, that's all going to be... It's all going to be dependent on... I'd have to see it. But what I will say is, like, you can't control the zone pulls. You can't control the zone pulls. All you can do is give yourself the best odds. And that's all you should try to do. Because, like, you're not always going to get the zone pull. But if you have smokes, if you have a munitions box, if you have a cluster strike, if you have a self-res, a gas mask, and the zone pulls away from you, like, you could throw 4 smokes down a cluster strike and use your gas mask, and you can still rotate. You know what I'm saying? So, no, having high ground's not always going to be the best, but it gives you the best odds. And as long as you set yourself up for the end game, you should be chilling. Apart from the TTK, what increased the skill gap in Warzone? Movement? The TTK got... I would say the skill gap got worse. Lusk. Like, in terms of, like, there's less of a skill gap now. Because the TTK is pretty crazy, and anybody can kill anybody. Like, Joe Schmo from Idaho who plays 2 games a week could kill me easier now because of the TTK. Like, the TTK makes the game pretty casual friendly. Like, for me, I like a longer TTK. I was smoking kids the last couple seasons because Omni movement was honestly kind of broken, and also the TTK was a lot longer. So like the side slides and the back slides, I was just, a bot could not kill me, bro. Like, in a fair fight, a bot's not gonna kill me last season. This season it's a little different because the TTK's a lot quicker and they nerfed movement, which is okay. Like, I want the game to be more fun for sweats. Like, what I was doing to people last season, I can understand how that'd be frustrating to a bot. And like, if them nerfing me makes the game a little bit more casual friendly, that's good for business. You know what I'm saying? We got Bailey coming in with a brand new membership. Bailey, one of the coaching students, I think, I would imagine. Same name. Bailey, thank you, bro. Welcome to the Berger Town. Appreciate you, bro. Let's go. 2 brand new members today? Come on now. Let's go. What loadout would you suggest for people who don't pay for battle pass or guns? I mean, I just don't know what guns you have, Shadow. Probably the XM4. XM4. One of the LR762 sniper. C9. Like, you really just can't go wrong with the XM4 C9. I think in any Call of Duty, whatever the M4 variant and whatever the MP5 variant is in that game, you really can't go wrong. Like, are you going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage? Yes. But that's the trade-off you take when you don't pay for the battle pass. Also, you can get the guns for free. You don't have to pay for the battle pass. You can get the guns for free still. Try to be as proactive as possible. Sometimes struggle in the end game, but your videos help me tremendously. Let's go, Jake. Let's go, man. Thank you. Welcome to Berger Town also. When it came down to a 1v1, I would have got way too greedy and just ego child. How do I stop being greedy? How to stop being greedy? If I knew the answer to that, man, I would tell you. Because I struggle with that a lot too, Hitman. I struggle with that a lot too. All right, fellas, I am going to hop. It is 11:20. I've been live for 2.5 hours. I'm going to hop. Got my content for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. That's when I stream. I will be back tomorrow. Gonna hop off, record, or edit up that video. And, yeah, we're rolling. So, hope you guys have a great rest of your week if I don't see you, but I will be live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Be there. All right, as always, stay safe, stay positive. I love you. God loves you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.